Take a look at this paint. From a few feet away, it looks perfectly clean. But as we get up close, you can see a dense web of circular scratches, what detailers call swirl marks, glaring in the light. These marks don't usually come from the road. They happen right in the driveway. Habits like grabbing a kitchen sponge and dish soap to scrub away the dirt grind grit straight into your vehicle's clear coat. But there is a specific, methodical way to wash your car at home that prevents this. You can achieve a spotless, mirror-like finish without inflicting a single scratch. Step 1 begins before water touches the car. Move the vehicle into the shade. Direct sunlight causes soap and water to dry too quickly, leaving hard mineral spots baked onto the surface. Next, we upgrade our equipment. You strictly need 2 buckets, plastic grit guards, microfiber mitts, and a biodegradable car wash soap. Getting out of the sun and swapping household cleaners for specialized tools sets the baseline. It ensures we aren't creating new damage before the wash even begins. With the car in the shade and our tools ready, we start with the dirtiest area first, the wheels and tires. You must use a completely separate brush and dedicated wheel cleaner for this step. Never use your main wash mitt on the rims. This microscopic cross-section shows exactly why. Wheels are coated in brake dust, which is made up of jagged, metallic particles. If you transfer this metallic grit to your paint, it acts exactly like sandpaper dragging across the clear coat. Once the wheels are isolated and cleaned, attach a shutoff valve to your hose and give the entire body of the car a thorough pre-rinse. This step is entirely about water pressure. The hydroplaning action flushes away loose dust and top layer debris safely, well before you apply any physical friction. By quarantining the brake dust and flushing off the loose grit first, you remove the heaviest abrasives from the equation entirely. Now we reach the core technique for a scratch-free wash, the 2-bucket method. This diagram breaks down the setup. You have 2 buckets side by side. Bucket A is filled with water and car soap. Bucket B contains only clean rinse water. At the very bottom of each bucket sits a plastic grate called a grit guard. When you start washing, you always begin at the roof and work your way down in horizontal zones. The lowest panels hold the most grime, so moving top down prevents dirty water from flowing over the areas you've already cleaned. As you make a pass over the paint, apply very gentle pressure. Notice how the deep fibers of the mitt actively pull dirt particles up and away from the clear coat, rather than scrubbing them into the surface. After washing a panel, you reset. Take the dirty mitt and dunk it straight into the clean water bucket, scrubbing it vigorously against the grit guard. The trapped dirt falls through the grate, settling at the bottom where it can't be picked back up. Then you wring out the clean mitt, and only after it's fully rinsed do you dip it back into the soapy bucket to reload with fresh suds. This continuous loop guarantees you are safely extracting dirt from the vehicle and locking it away, rather than dragging the same abrasive grit across your paint over and over. With the entire car washed, perform a final top-down rinse. You need to completely wash away all remaining soap residue, which will leave streaks and dull the finish if it dries. Drying the car immediately is just as critical. Grab clean, dry microfiber towels and absorb the standing water droplets before they can evaporate and calcify into stubborn hard water spots. If you're dealing with winter conditions, washing becomes a matter of structural preservation. Road salt used for de-icing is highly corrosive, and you have to wash the vehicle, especially the undercarriage, frequently to prevent permanent rust. During freezing temperatures, you must use lukewarm water. This stops the water from freezing to the panels on contact, and it prevents sudden thermal shock that can crack your paint. To prevent freezing doors, use a leaf blower or compressed air to force trapped water out of the seals and handles. If you live in an area with strict water restrictions, you can bypass the hose entirely. Eco-friendly waterless wash sprays are formulated to lift dirt chemically, allowing you to safely wipe it away with a single one-directional pass of a microfiber towel. Whether you're fighting winter salt or conserving water in the summer, adapting your final steps ensures the vehicle stays protected regardless of the environment. When you step back and look at the final result, you're left with a completely spotless, streak-free vehicle shining in the driveway. As the sunlight reflects perfectly off the clear coat, you can confirm there are absolutely no visible micro scratches or swirl marks left behind. This finish is the direct result of discipline. The strict top-down workflow. The plush microfiber and the 2-bucket loop work together to guarantee a safe wash every time. If you want to set up your own wash kit, check the video description below for links to the grit guards, biodegradable soaps, and waterless wash products we use today. Executing a disciplined, professional-grade DIY wash keeps the car looking immaculate while actively protecting the paint's integrity and maximizing its long-term resale value.